thin blue line is a symbolic representation that is commonly used to describe the role and significance of law enforcement in society. The phrase itself is derived from the traditional image of a blue-colored line, which represents the police, standing as a barrier between chaos and order within a community. It is often associated with the idea that law enforcement personnel serve as the protectors and defenders of law-abiding citizens, maintaining peace and safety in society. The thin blue line represents the delicate balance between maintaining law and order while upholding individual rights and freedoms. It acknowledges the crucial and often challenging role that police officers play in upholding justice, enforcing laws, preventing crime, and responding to emergencies. The line symbolizes the boundaries that police officers must navigate to preserve public safety, effectively separating order from disorder, criminals from law-abiding citizens, and stability from chaos. This symbol also represents the risks and sacrifices that law enforcement officers face on a daily basis. The job of a police officer can be inherently dangerous, requiring them to confront and handle volatile situations, confront criminals, and protect innocent lives. The thin blue line acknowledges the dedication, bravery, and selflessness of those who choose to serve and protect their communities, often at great personal risk. Moreover, the thin blue line also serves as a unifying emblem for police officers, reminding them of their shared purpose and the bond they share in their commitment to public service. It represents the camaraderie and solidarity among law enforcement personnel, highlighting their shared responsibility to uphold the law impartially and without prejudice. It is important to note that the thin blue line is not without controversy. Critics argue that it can be interpreted as a symbol of division, suggesting a divide between law enforcement and the communities they serve, particularly in cases where police misconduct and abuse of power have eroded public trust. Some view it as a symbol that undermines accountability and transparency within law enforcement agencies. In recent times, the symbol has been adopted and associated with various law enforcement support movements, memorial services, and events honoring fallen officers. It has also been incorporated into police uniforms, patches, badges, and other paraphernalia as a reminder of the important role that law enforcement plays in maintaining social order and public safety. Overall, the thin blue line represents the complex and multifaceted role of law enforcement in society. It is a symbol that encapsulates the challenges, sacrifices, and responsibilities of police officers, as well as the crucial need for a balance between maintaining order and protecting individual rights within a community. In recent years, the media has played a significant role in shaping and sometimes distorting the meaning of the thin blue line symbol, leading to the emergence of an us against them philosophy. This shift in interpretation has fueled a divisive narrative that emphasizes a perceived divide between law enforcement and the communities they serve. One of the contributing factors to this transformation is the media's focus on sensationalized stories and a tendency to highlight instances of police misconduct or excessive use of force. While it is essential for the media to hold law enforcement accountable for any abuses of power, the disproportionate coverage of these incidents can create a distorted perception that such behavior is widespread among police officers. Furthermore, the media often portrays encounters between law enforcement and citizens as confrontational, emphasizing conflicts and tensions rather than highlighting instances of positive community engagement or successful crime prevention efforts. This selective portrayal perpetuates the notion that there is an inherent antagonism between the police and the general public, reinforcing the us against them mentality. Social media platforms have also played a significant role in amplifying this divisive narrative. The rapid dissemination of information through these platforms can lead to the spread of misinformation, misinterpretation, and polarizing opinions. In some cases, videos capturing isolated incidents of police misconduct can go viral, creating a perception that such incidents are representative of the entire law enforcement community. This can further erode trust and exacerbate the us against them mindset. Additionally, the media's portrayal of law enforcement through a political lens has contributed to the polarization surrounding the thin blue line symbol. Political agendas and biases can influence media coverage, leading to a narrative that aligns law enforcement support with a particular ideology. This further entrenches the idea of an us against them divide, framing law enforcement as an institution in opposition to specific political or social groups. It is important to recognize that this media-driven us against them philosophy does not accurately represent the reality of the relationship between law enforcement and the communities they serve. While there are instances of misconduct and mistrust, the majority of police officers are dedicated professionals committed to protecting and serving their communities. Painting law enforcement with a broad brush based on isolated incidents undermines the vital role they play in maintaining public safety. To foster understanding and bridge the gap between law enforcement and communities, it is crucial for the media to provide balanced coverage that highlights the positive contributions of law enforcement while holding them accountable when necessary. This can help restore trust, promote dialogue, and move towards a more constructive narrative that focuses on collaboration rather than division. The meaning of the thin blue line can indeed be subject to various interpretations, and it is challenging to completely control how a symbol or phrase is perceived or used. However, it is possible to emphasize and promote the original intent and positive connotations associated with the phrase to ensure it remains associated with the best aspects of law enforcement. Here are some points to consider. Education and awareness. Providing accurate information about the origins and intended meaning of the thin blue line can help prevent its distortion. Promoting awareness through public campaigns, community outreach, and educational programs can ensure that people understand the symbol's true significance and its connection to the noble ideals of police service. Encouraging responsible use. Advocacy groups, law enforcement agencies, and community leaders can promote responsible use of the thin blue line symbol. This includes discouraging any misuse or misrepresentation of a symbol that undermines its original intent. Emphasizing its association with honor, duty, and service can help maintain its positive connotation. Amplifying positive narratives. Highlighting stories that showcase the positive contributions of law enforcement officers can counterbalance negative perceptions and narratives. The media, community organizations, and individuals can actively share stories of police officers going above and beyond to serve their communities, fostering a more nuanced understanding of law enforcement's role. Collaborative engagement. Encouraging open dialogue and collaboration between law enforcement agencies and the communities they serve is crucial. By fostering relationships built on trust, transparency, and mutual respect, it becomes easier to counteract divisive interpretations of the thin blue line and promote a more inclusive and cooperative approach to public safety. Supporting accountability. Emphasizing the importance of accountability within law enforcement is essential to maintaining the integrity of the phrase. Holding police officers to high standards and ensuring appropriate oversight mechanisms are in place can reinforce the notion that the thin blue line represents the best aspects of policing. While it may not be possible to entirely prevent the hijacking or twisting of a symbol or phrase, by actively promoting its positive associations and engaging in constructive dialogue, it is possible to steer the narrative back towards the intended meaning and values of the thin blue line. This approach can help preserve the phrase as a representation of the dedication, sacrifice, and noble service provided by law enforcement officers.